being a strawberry tycoon slash businessman and a Scottish farm baby. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mike Yanek Show, episode 74. Hell yeah, bro. I hope that you're doing well. Today is part 5, okay, of my journey of the first few months when I used to work in a British farm for strawberries and lettuce later on. When I first arrived in the UK 10 years ago, okay, we're doing this special series today because, it's my 10-year anniversary. I'm almost halfway through with the first farm, so this series is probably going to be 50 episodes or something, I don't know. I might have to do a separate podcast about it. If you haven't listened to the previous parts, go and listen to them because it's a continuation, it's a full story, so you need to understand what is happening over here, okay, you know what I'm saying? So listen, we're just jumping into it, continuing, go back, listen to all the stuff so you can catch up, okay? So, at this point, I'm maybe like 3 weeks in, and I don't have internet, I don't have a computer, and it's very, very difficult, okay? Because I'm a 21-year-old young man, and if you know what I'm saying, and if you don't have certain type of, access to a certain type of thingy, you go a little bit crazy, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm talking about porn, bruh. I've never been away for such a long time without porn at this stage. It's like 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks, and I'm going fucking berserk, you know what I'm saying? And you know me, Mikey boy, I'm not good with women, so I know I'm not gonna get laid, so I need to take care of myself, And I'll tell you, this is so fucking funny. Before that, this is true story, okay? I don't think I've ever mentioned this. It's not a secret, but I don't think I've mentioned it. Before that, I bought some penis enlargement pills. Hold on, something fell over when I said that. Yeah, this is true. So, thank God my parents don't listen to this podcast, and thank God they don't speak a lick of English, because oh my God, I have a lot of explaining to do, because on this podcast I share everything. If you go back throughout the episodes and listen, one day when I become super rich and famous and very successful in this country in show business, you can go back and listen to these stories, and you know everything about me. Listen, there's not gonna be a scandal around me because it's all in the open, it's all in the ether out there, Oh my God, like the newspapers in a few years, Mike Yanek bought penis pills and he took them abroad with him, and used them in a caravan. Yeah, I mean, it's out there. I just mentioned it. There's no scandal, But listen, this is the story. So I was a few months before I went, I got the date for, the farm and stuff, but a few weeks or maybe months before that, I was one day, all by myself at my house. You know how it is. I'm like 20 at this age or something. I mean, come on, what can you do, bro? Especially when you don't get laid often at that age, So just like, well, I just gonna let me check something, or how I said, you know what I'm saying? Let me check. Click. Oh, look at that. It turns out that women with big tits and big asses still turn me on. You know what I'm saying? This is what I check. Oh, let me check something. And I just type in big tits and Google images or something like, I'm just sitting there like analyzing it like an art critique. Very, very interesting. Yes. Very, very interesting. So I'm just checking something. Anyway, I'm so fucking dumb, okay? You have the little pop-up ads and stuff. And back in the day, I don't know if ad blocker, I didn't have ad blocker. I don't know when it was invented, but I don't think there was one back in the day, And there's all these, maybe I was 19, I'm not sure. There was like all these fucking things popping up, right? And one of them says, oh, do you want to grow your penis with like 4 centimeters in 3 weeks or something? And I was like, I can use 4 centimeters. I mean, come on, I'm so big as it is, I can barely fit in my pants, but why not? Fuck it. I want to make it to National Geographic, you know what I'm saying, with a penis like that. I want to have a 15-inch penis, and I want to be in record books and stuff. I want Vice to do a documentary about me, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's add, to the 24 I already have, let's add 4 more. I'm just joking. I don't have 24 centimeter penis. That'll be hilarious. Can you imagine? I'm so small. I look like Pinocchio, bro, who's been lying for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But it's in my head, is in my crotch or something, like fucking this big. Okay, no, I don't have that. I don't want that. That's too much. Anyway, so I click on it because I'm a dumbass. When you're horny, you don't think straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, your brain is all messed up. So I click on it, and it's like this pop-up page, like you can fill out your details. So fucking sketchy, right? It looked so late 2010s. You know what I'm saying? It looked so fucking like a template page, And my dumbass was like, oh, you know what? I need to look into this, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, a few days later, I think, when did I had some money? I mean, I did have some money. Did I pay it? It was so bizarre. Did I pay with card? Or was like, you give out your address and email, and I think we had this option in Bulgaria with the post office where they send you the stuff, and when you receive it, you have to go to the post office, to take it, but you have to pay on that spot. So back in the day, this is how we used to do eBay and stuff, because nobody trusts each other. Well, what is this? You mean I'm going to pay, give him the money first, and then wait maybe if you're going to send me the package? No, it doesn't work that way, my friend. So we don't trust nobody. Sketchy people just like, we have that, that meme with the dog who is like giving you doubt look. This is like the national look of my country, like, no, I don't trust him, he looks sketchy, right? So this is what we used to do. So I think I got it that way. Anyway, I fill out the form, and I think it was, at that time, it was not that expensive, to be honest with you. I think one bottle, which was like a 3-month supply or 6-month supply, I'm not sure, was maybe 20 quid or something like that, 25 level, which was pretty decent price. And I had some money, so I was like, okay, I bought it. It came maybe in 10 days or a week. And the thing said that, who's gonna grow your penis, blah, blah, blah. But it turns out, to be honest with you, there's like plenty of those pills now, enhancement or whatever. They just make you hard. They make you horny easier. That's it. But they're not gonna make your penis bigger. I mean, maybe if they meant like, oh, your flaccid penis is this big. If you take this pill, it's going to become bigger. Yeah, because you become hard. That's why it becomes bigger. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I took them, and I'm fucking stupid. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna walk over here with a fucking, a tree trunk between my legs. You know what I'm saying? It was a baby arm holding an apple, right? This is like the old school analysis with a big old penis. Anyway, so I started taking them. But the thing about these pills, they make you crazy horny. You know what I'm saying? And I was crazy horny before that, because I'm a horn dog and I'm a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 20, 19 or whatever, right? But I remember I managed to smuggle them, through the border. It's not really smuggling, because in all honesty, they're classified as herbal supplements, And I have my herbal supplements here, who are like just like these roots or whatever the hell, vegetable extractions or whatever. And when I've been to Bulgaria, I take them with me, no issue, But I didn't know back then, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, am I doing something illegal? What's happening over here? They're gonna catch me. I'll be in the news tomorrow, and I'm so paranoid. And I've never been outside of the country, so I have no idea how the whole check process work or whatever. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, bro, I fucking plastered that bathroom of that little caravan. You know what I'm saying? I spend a lot of time there, because there's nothing to fucking do after work. You finish at 12 or 1, and there's literally fucking 7 caravans and a lawn. Nothing else, bro. Not a fucking football, not a basketball, nothing. There's nothing to do, right? I'm just out there jerking it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's nice, because when you crack the little window, you know what I'm saying? And you there's like a little breeze, like gently caressing your testicles, you know what I'm saying? There's like fucking bagpipes and sheep in the background singing or whatever. Polish people used to play this disco polo music or whatever, so you listen to the bum 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 bum, and you're out there cranking it, bro, using your imagination, thinking about Pamela Anderson in '97, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. You gotta service yourself sometime, and I'm just like, oh, let me check something. Yeah, but those fucking pills, oh, dude, fucking crazy. Listen, if you're a guy, if you're single, whatever, never take these pills when you're single, because it will drive you up the wall, dude. Only take them if you have a partner and you're gonna stab somebody, you know what I'm saying, every other day. Otherwise, you go crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out just there jerking it, bro. There's like, hey, we need to use the bathroom. I was like, just give me a minute, I'm almost there. I don't give a fuck, bro. I say whatever the hell I want on this podcast. That's why I'll never have a career in this country in mainstream show business. Can you imagine the fucking ITV or BBC or whatever the fuck they say, oh, Mike, you're so funny, we'll give you a show. You don't want that, because some fucking idiot is gonna go through this podcast one day and find all these crazy ass stories. And I have so many, bro, that I'll be telling you, not only for the farm, in the future, I have so many wild stories. Get me banned off television in a day, I'll never have mainstream. That's why I'm trying to do this underground shit, build up an audience and whatever, So anyway, yeah, I'm out there plastering, So no computer, no internet, I'm losing my shit. Anyway, one day it turns out, like I said, that one of the guys, it was a Bulgarian guy who was supposed to So he was in the UK to make a bit of money, and he was accepted to a college in London or something. He was a musician, and I remember that um, I think he checked, his own, because his online application and stuff. He checked it while he went to the library or something. He was very happy, so we all like celebrated. We were very happy for him. He was like a guitarist or whatever, so sometimes he played some music. He cool, very cool guy. And anyway, I remember he had a laptop. And one of the Czech guys, Mike, he had a laptop as well. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude. And it turns out that the Bulgarian dude had like the so this was 2011. So at that point, I think Family Guy has done maybe 8 seasons, 9 seasons, or something like that. If not even less, even less probably. And so he was like, yeah, he had all the Family Guy seasons, all the episodes, and we're like, fuck yeah, dude. So every day after work, we just, I think, chilled in his caravan, all of us, and we just watched. So me, my mate, the Bulgarian guy, Mike, a few Czech guys, a few Lithuanians, and we're just sitting there just watching Family Guy on this fucking tiny laptop, like 12 people mushed in a caravan. And sometimes we went to so there was like these 3 Romanian dudes who were in one caravan, like they were our neighbors. So sometimes they were doing parties there. Oh my fucking god. So we went one time with the party. They were like the Lithuanians and the Romanians. The Lithuanians got so fucking hammered, bro. Fucking destroyed. These people crazy, dude. They drink so much, and they got fucking destroyed. They were all so tall. They were all like basketball players and shit. And I remember one time we're sitting there, me, my mate, the 3 Romanians, the Lithuanians, everybody screaming, shouting, a few Bulgarians as well. We're just having a blast, and everybody's blasting music. And they said, we're gonna go because, so after 3 o'clock or 4, the farmer, he doesn't live on the farm. He just goes to the village or whatever. So he's gone. Everybody's gone, of the bosses or whatever. And so there's no supervision, And the supervisors, they didn't live in the caravans like peasants like us. They had like cottages, you know what I'm saying? So they was like behind the farms, a little bit away, So when they leave, what's the name? When the cat is gone, the rats party or whatever the hell it's, right? So we were the fucking rats, and we were just like, okay, fuck it. So those dudes got drunk, and there was like explicit order: once work is finished, you are not allowed in the premises of the farm. You're not allowed to touch the strawberries. You're not allowed to go inside to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And there was no cameras and shit, but still, and they were like, you know what? Fuck it, because they were always at the bottom. They never performed well. You know what I'm saying? And they were always like, the farmer was like, I'm gonna kick you out eventually because you don't do the job correctly. And they didn't give a fuck, bro. They were there just to have fun and stories. They gave 0 fucks. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, so they were just like, you know what? We go and we're gonna raid one of the strawberry places. You know what I'm saying? And they actually went. I didn't go. I was in the caravan, and they just went. And I think they opened it. They went inside. They fucking ate some strawberries. Somebody fell over. They did a fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? And those fucking idiots took pictures as well. I remember, right? So when they came back, they were like showing us pictures and shit. And I was like, bro, what the fuck you doing, man? Jesus Christ. But anyway, they got fired a few days later anyway, because they didn't, some of the guys got drunk, they didn't show up, they didn't care, so they just fired them. And I remember they were laughing and shit. Probably they have money, who gives a fuck? Here you go, I can get them in trouble, incriminating them. Hey, but listen, I was not a part of it, okay? I didn't like, hey, listen, if you're gonna incriminate me for somebody stealing strawberries fucking a decade ago, don't try it, motherfucker, But anyway, so but yeah, that was a fucking crazy story. And but yeah, the Romanians as well. We went to, so we had the weekend off. Always the weekend was off, right? So we were just like, okay, so what should we do? So one time we organized. So the 3 Romanians, me, my mate, some of the Lithuanians, and some of the Czech guys, we had like our own little group, and we kind of liked each other, because everybody's speaking English, everybody's like trying their English, and they were fun, chilled out people, One of the Bulgarian caravans, they were completely segregated from everybody else, those 5 crazy guys, and the other ones, the 2 top guys from few episodes ago, like I called the super Bulgarian, that guy who just lifts weights, tons, and picks strawberries, that fucking the kingpin of the operation, and his mate who was the second in charge. They had their own caravan, and their caravan was at the beginning. When you go into the caravan park, they were the first. They had space, and the caravan was very nice, and they had that. And those 5 crazy Bulgarian guys chilled out with the 2 top dogs and the other couple, Bulgarian couple, and few people from my caravan. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? And all the Polish people, the Polish people didn't interact with nobody. They were literally just like hello, hello, and that's it. They had their own side of the thing. It was literally segregated. They didn't talk to nobody. I think it was like about 10, 15 Polish people, and they all just stuck to each other. They just talked to each other. There was only one Polish caravan right behind ours, and they were playing this fucking crazy disco polo music or whatever until in the evenings every weekend, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the same music. You know, my girlfriend, she's Polish. She was telling me about this music, right? All the fucking time, right? Bum, 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 bum. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? So anyway, so this little group that we had, we were like, you know what? So Cooper has, you know, a train station. Even though Cooper is tiny village, like I said, it's 40 minutes away walking. You know, it's a tiny village, but it has a very good connection to all the big cities and stuff. So Dundee was the closest city to us, you know, and I think it was maybe an hour, or maybe even less, maybe 40 minutes, 50 minutes away. And Edinburgh was a bit further, maybe like 2 hours or something, right? So we were like, you know what, let's go to Dundee. So I remember this was the first time I ever went to a British town, city, you know. Yeah, because city, I think it's like 100k or something like that, Dundee. And this was like my first time because, you know, we've only been in the village and in the farm, so I haven't seen nobody. So I remember we kind of we were like 12 people or something. Those pictures, by the way, I couldn't find them. Like, I was looking at my laptop, you know, when my first laptop in the UK, but there was no pictures. You know, I don't know where they are, but if I can find some of them, oh my god. So I was with shaved head, by the way. So we were literally dressed like hooligans, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never been a hooligan. I'm a chilled out rap guy, but this is just, I don't know, I always had shaved head and stuff and plugged eyebrows. I looked so fucking hilarious, you know, plugged eyebrows, shaved head. I used to wear like these like crosses and beads or whatever. It was hilarious, bro. I was too much in the rap game back then. And we have like these 12 Eastern European pale dudes with shaved heads dressed like hooligans, right? We're like, fuck it, let's go. So we went to Cooper, we got the train, we went to Dundee, we stopped there. We're like, oh, fucking hell. So yeah, we walked around. It was amazing, bro. This was the first time that I saw anything like this. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna stay here. You know, maybe not in Scotland, but I was like, I'm gonna stay in the UK. Fuck it, dude. I really loved it. You know, it was super clean. Everybody was very nice. It was like coldish, which I like. I don't like warm weather, so it was coldish. I like the architecture. Like there was like it's so dark and scary and like gothic and like old. You know, obviously there was a lot of modern architecture, but there was a lot of parts, especially in the city center, was like old city center, and I was like, fuck yeah, bro. I was thinking like fucking Voldemort and Harry Potter or whatever gonna pop out of nowhere and start chasing each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, that little nerd is riding a broom or whatever. So I was like, yeah, bro, that's amazing, you know? So we kind of went there. We went everywhere. There's like this big ship parked. So we took a bunch of pictures. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking amazing. And we saw where the bus station is, train station, so we kind of know where everything is. We went to a stadium because I think Dundee has a football team. I'm not sure. Or maybe we were in Glasgow or maybe Edinburgh. I don't know. Anyway, and we went there. I didn't care. I don't care about football at all. I'm just so fucking boring. But everybody was obsessed with football. My mate as well. So we're just like, okay, we fucking go. This was the first time I remember. I'm just bored out of my mind in front of this huge stadium, and it's closed. We're not inside even. And they're all taking pictures and texting their moms and their girlfriends and their friends. Oh my god, this is like the holy grail or whatever. And I was like, who gives a fuck, dude? You know, they're taking pictures in front of stadium. There's like pictures of the football players and statues there, and I'm bored out of my mind. I'm like one of those, you know, like when you have a guy and a girl and they go somewhere and the guy's super excited about something and the girlfriend, she's just there like, oh my god, what the fuck. I've seen that in comedy gigs, you know, the girl just like, I don't want to be here. What the fuck am I doing here? So I was literally like that girl, you know, I was like, whatever. So, and I remember then we started walking uphill, and that was the first time I had a monster energy, you know. I've never had it before. We walked into to a shop, and back then I told you I ate super bad because this was the first time I had any money, and I was like, what the fuck, I have money, you know. And I was just like, I've never had that. I don't drink energy drinks, because they make me go crazy. And I was like, let me buy this. It was brand new back then. I think it was like maybe 1 year since it came out. I think Monster Energy came out in 2010, maybe, I don't know. And I was like, I tasted it, the original one, black and green, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I was buzzing, bro. I was jumping up and down. It was crazy. I drank this fucking huge thing so fast, right? And then after an hour or something, I crashed, and I was like, Jesus, what the hell is that, And then we finished our stuff, and it was in the evening, right? So we go back to let me think. Is there something else? I don't think so. Yeah, it was just walking about, just taking pictures and stuff. It was a very fun time. We went to Primark. I will never forget that. That was the first time I walked into a Primark. It was in the center of Dundee. Yeah, we were 100% in Dundee. And in front of it, there was like a big statue of a big jolly guy with, I think, a dog or something with a massive belly. Big statue, right? And next to it is like this big, I don't know, like fucking courthouse or something. Very beautiful building. And in front of it is Primark. And it's like a shopping center, and on the second floor is a Primark. And I remember there was like all these goth Scottish kids there, and that was the first time I saw, like other people, Scottish people. I was like, what the fuck is that? And they're all there like being depressed, and they had eyeliners and smoking cigarettes and fucking pale faces or whatever, dark hair, the hair in front of their eyes. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Some goth shit, fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, that was the first time I walked into a Primark, and I'll never forget this. I walk into a Primark, I go up, and I see 125 for a t-shirt, like a bland, normal t-shirt, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought that they are like defective or something. I was like, what's happening here? Like, is something wrong with these shirts? I go, I see jeans for a $5. I see like a shirt for like £6. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was thinking like, hold on. So I work for around like £7 an hour. That was the wage back then, or whatever, 5, 6. And I can buy a pair of jeans if I work only 1 hour? What the fuck, dude? In Bulgaria, no way. When back then, I don't know situation now, but back then, it's fucking 400 leva a month. I mean, come on, dude. A pair of jeans is like 30 leva, that's like almost 10% of your salary. That's insane. Just imagine if here, you get 1,200. If £100 was the normal average price for a pair of jeans in the UK, you'd be like, what the fuck, that's so expensive, And I was just, back then, I was like, I would definitely need to do whatever I can to stay in this country. Clothing is so fucking cheap. It's ridiculous, bro. I love it, It's amazing. So anyway, we finished that, and then we finished that, and we go back to Cooper, because it was like, okay, we all done here. And I remember when we went to Cooper, it was in the evening. It was on a Saturday night, right? So it was around maybe like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or something. And we just kind of walk around. We kind of picked some food and stuff. And there's like this street, right? So there's this very long street that goes, highway or whatever, goes to the farm, right? And it's like end of town. But when you walk into it, man, I need to go back to Cooper. I remember this village so vividly. Like, all the places I've been, I know all the streets, and I've been there for 10 years for like a few times. I don't know why, because this is the first place I've ever visited in the UK, and it's always, I always have that memory of it. And this street, when you start going there, there's like all the takeaways, a few shops. It's kind of like a main street or whatever, and a few pubs are there, right? And then when you walk, there's like to the right, and there's like this big circle, and there's like more stuff there. And to the left is like more stuff, and at the end is like the park. And I remember we're just walking, and we see these teenagers. Fife is the name of the county and the province region of Cooper, right? So Fife. And I remember, because back when me and my mate went there a few times, I remember there were like these two girls. They were like, hey, how you doing? And I'm thinking like, oh, here you go, Mikey boy's gonna, is gonna stab some Scottish girls. Here we fucking go, bro. And and they kind of looked our age or whatever, even a bit older. And they was like, hey, how you doing? With their accents and stuff, like, hey, hello, how you doing? And my accent was quite bad back then. And they were like, are you from Fife? Like from this region, meaning. And I was like, no, we're from Bulgaria. And he was like, oh, you're not Scottish, get out of there. She started cursing at me, and I was like, what the fuck? I was just thinking that I'm gonna get a fucking happy ending, and then I get disappointed, But this was the only time that we interact, negatively with locals, Anyway, so we're there, and somebody called a taxi. They called 2 cars, because, we had a lot of luggage, and we bought some, not luggage, bought some stuff, and we're tired as fuck. We've been walking all day, so it was like, fuck it, we're not going to, not going to do it. And I remember as we were waiting for the taxi, somebody jumps out of the pub, and they're literally like behind us, and but we're walking because we're going to be waiting for the taxis at the end of that street or whatever, right? They're walking, and a few more people jump out and say, "Hey, where you from? Where you from?" or something like that. And we're like, "What?" Well, I'm speaking to you. Where you from? And we're like, like Eastern Europe, Bulgaria, whatever. And you fucking bastards! And they start cursing us. And we're like, what the fuck's happening, dude? And more people come out, and they start walking. They're not chasing us, but they kind of start walking fast, and we're walking, and they start running. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? And they're like, 15 people just came out of the pub, and they're cursing at us. "Oh, we'll beat you up, you fucking bastards. Get away from here. What are you doing here?" But and listen, I'm telling you, like, this is the thing about me, bro. I always speak, I say what happened. Okay, obviously I make jokes, but I'm saying what happened. I'm not saying that Scottish people are bad, or like, I had a lovely experience with all of them, except those people. They might be a bit drunk or something, but I'm just being honest. I don't like to sugarcoat things. This is just what happened, right? And I was just like, "Oh, what the fuck, dude?" And we kind of started running because they started chasing us, and we were running, and I'm thinking like, man, these fucking dudes will beat the fuck out of us, because okay, we're like 12 people, but they're like 15 who came out. I don't know how many are inside, and what if we start fighting, and what if we drop one of them, and a guy just goes like, "Cuckoo, cuckoo, grrr, grrr." He gives like signal, and all these fucking Scottish people jump out of nowhere and beat the fuck out of us while wearing kilts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then I have to go home, call my mama, and be like, "Mama, I got beaten up by a guy in a kilt." I was about to say skirt, but let's not call it a skirt because Scottish people get very offended. I do apologize. I love haggis. I've never had haggis, but I don't know. I'm joking. Hey, Bulgaria has bagpipes as well. The only two countries who natively have bagpipes. I know the Irish, they kind of stole bagpipes from Scottish, but no, Bulgaria, if you Google it, Bulgaria and Scotland, the only two countries who have bagpipes as national instruments, okay? So we're brothers in a way. We're brothers, okay? Anyway, and so yeah, we started kind of jogging, running or whatever, and I was thinking like, Jesus Christ, they're gonna beat the fuck out of us, dude. And as we were running, I remember the taxis just stop, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Fast and the Furious, they stop. The guy opens the door because he was a Scottish driver, and I was thinking like, oh man, this guy probably seen some shit. He knows what's up here, on in the evening and stuff. They try to beat the fuck out of us. He fucking opens the door, and we're like, holy shit, bro! And we just jump in. I remember, so we were two groups by like 6-7 people each or whatever, and there was like two taxis, and the first one, and we jump. Because we were at the front, we were like, should we go in? We wait, and we're like, oh, go in. The people behind us, because they're chasing us, and the people from our group behind us were like, go in. So we go in. I remember I closed the door, I turn around, and I see the other taxi swooping in. Just open the door, just stop and open the door, and those, boom, getting in, and those people just fucking tapping on the taxi, and we just like, go. And the driver, Scottish guy, was just like, are you okay, guys? And we're like, what the fuck happened, bro? He's like, don't, they're just drunk and they're just looking for trouble. Don't worry about it. And we were just laughing and stuff like, where you from and stuff like that. And I think I said to him, bro, I'm from here, I'm from 5, But from my accent, he was just laughing. He was like, you're from the farms? Like, yeah, we're from the farms. You're like, you'll be fine. Don't worry about him. They're just drunk. They're just, they're just messing about. They're not going to do anything. But I was thinking like, fucking hell, they're going to beat us up and stuff. And I was kind of scared, But yeah, that's about it. So then we went back, and Mikey boy, few days later, almost got into a fight with a guy, okay? And the thing is that they have a policy where if two people fight, because back in the day, I think they had a big problem, because, people are drunk there and they don't know what's happening sometimes in the weekend, If two people fight in the farm, doesn't matter who started it, both of them get evicted, from the farm, and I think they get blacklisted from the companies, so they cannot go to another farm with the agency, which is kind of fucked up, because like, what if you're just standing there and a guy just comes over and fucking gives you a knuckle sandwich? What have you done? You haven't done anything. Maybe he's drunk, or maybe he's an idiot, but you lose your spot as well, And I almost got into a fight. I was like this, clenching my fists, almost. And that's the thing about life, Sometimes these little decisions you make, and you don't know how the road is going to change for you. Because if I have hit him, they will have sent me back to Bulgaria, and you never know. Maybe because maybe I will be like, what, fuck it, I don't want to go anymore to the UK or whatever, and maybe I'll just stay in Bulgaria. And I'll never probably do this. I don't think I'll ever do comedy if I was in Bulgaria. I'll never have this podcast, and you'll be never listening to this amazing, amazing podcast. And I will tell you, that's why I'm leaving it on a cliffhanger every episode. I will tell you next episode how I almost got into the fight with this guy and what happened, and then I'll tell you the transfer process, because then, this is by the end now, and we finished I was there in a total of 4 months, I think, in the both farms. So I did 2 months and a half, I think, and month and a half in the other one. 3 exactly, yeah. So those 2 months and a half, they have finished, and at that time we've applied for transfer so we can extend our stay for a few more months and then go, and then we got approved, and then I'll tell you the story how we got transferred, me and my mate, to the other farm, and then we're gonna open the chapter of the other farm, because there was some stuff there, definitely, and maybe 3 or 4 episodes we're gonna do there, okay? And so next week is gonna be the final part of the first farm. Make sure you tune in. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Let me have a look. Yeah, sorry mate, out of time. We don't have time to continue this. I'll see you next week. Make sure you tune in. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you're enjoying the show. Have a nice week, mate.